In this video, we will learn what is cross-browser compatibility. We have discussed this earlier, but we will go through it again and this time in more detail and also find out how to make a website compatible on different browsers. So different browsers interpret a website in different ways, and that is why your website might look slightly different on different browsers. Cross-browser testing will help you deal with this issue. As name suggests, cross-browser testing means to test a website or application in multiple browsers. As a web developer, it is your responsibility to make sure that not only do your projects work, but they work for all users, no matter what browser, device, or additional assistive tools they are using. You need to think about first different browsers other than the one or two that you use regularly on your device, including slightly older browsers that some people might still be using, which don't support all the latest, shiniest CSS and JavaScript features. Second, different devices with different capabilities, from the latest tablets and smartphones through smart TVs right down to cheap tablets and even older feature phones that may run browsers with limited capabilities. Third, people with disabilities who use the web with the aid of assistive technologies like screen readers or don't use a mouse. So why do cross-browser issues occur? Sometimes browsers have bugs or implement features differently. This situation is a lot less bad than it used to be back when Internet Explorer 4 and Netscape 4 were competing to be the dominant browser in the 1990s. Browser companies deliberately implemented things differently to each other to try to gain competitive advantage, which made life hell for developers. Browsers are much better at following standards these days, but differences and bugs still creep through sometimes. Some browsers may have different levels of support for technology features than others. This is inevitable when you are dealing with bleeding edge features that browsers are just getting round to implementing, or if you have to support really old browsers that are no longer being developed, which may have been frozen a long time before a new feature was even invented. As an example, if you want to use cutting-edge JavaScript features in your site, they might not work in old browsers. If you need to support old browsers, you might have to not use those or convert your code to old-fashioned syntax using some kind of cross-compiler when needed. Third, some devices may have constraints that cause a website to run slowly or display badly. For example, if a site has been designed to look nice on a desktop PC, it will probably look tiny and be hard to read on a mobile device. If your site includes a load of big animations, it might be okay on a high-spec tablet but might be sluggish or jerky on a low-end device. So how to avoid cross-browser issues? With initial planning, development, and testing or discovery, you can avoid cross-browser issues. In initial planning, decide how you want your website to look like, what content and functionality should it have. Then develop your code, get all the functionality working and as closely as possible in all target browsers. Third, testing or discovery. After each implementation phase, you will need to test the new functionality. This will help you find the bugs in your code. Once you find the bugs, fix them. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you.